Hello, brothers and sisters. Remember, we are focusing on types of interpreters. And in this lesson, I want us to discuss about legal interpreters. Of course, professionally. We have already talked about medical interpreters. We now want to focus on legal interpreters. So remember, a legal interpreter can work in trials or hearings, of course, in the court, as well as law offices. You can work in a law office or a law firm, add depositions, and of course, turn client when they have meetings. When lawyers have meetings, you can't participate because you are a legal interpreter, of course, when you are required. So don't force yourself in an event where you are not required. So as a legal interpreters, we can interpret in any event, of course, event talking about terminologies of laws. So that is our area of specialization. So we talk about legal interpreters need to understand both colloquial vocabularies and specialized legal terminology. The language used by the lawyers, the language used by the advocates, judges, the magistrates, anyone as far as the judiciary is concerned. Make sure you understand the law and language of the judiciary before engaging yourself in legal interpretation. We have again in the past have had embarrassment. Someone accepting to go and interpret in a court hearing, a trial. In the first 5 minutes, the person cannot be able to cope up with the language used by the advocates. So don't go there to embarrass yourself and embarrass the deaf community at large. Make sure you go there, you accept the assignment when you are able to perform it. So they need, remember these legal interpreters, they need to be able to make that terminology understandable, of course, in the court process to a lay person. Make sure the layman understands this language the lawyers or the advocates or the judges are talking about. So don't go there to make now the deaf community get lost on what is happening. So make sure you take this language from the lawyers or advocates and put it in simple terms so that the layman can get it. Sometimes we also have to take this, that legal interpreters may of course also be asked to translate written documents. So that means you have to be able to read and understand. Be able to read and understand because you'll be given a written document. Remember we talked about types of interpreting events like in the last lessons, whereby we talked about there are different types of interpreting events, whereby you can be given a written document to read and interpret. So make sure you understand what we are talking about. Then, of course, when you are able to translate these written documents aloud in trials, hearings, or arraignments, then you are able to participate in that event fully. So make sure that not only you go there knowing that you are going to interpret, but you will also be required to voice if it's necessary. So make sure you understand either Swahili or English. Of course, those are the languages, official languages to be used in the court setting. Of course, in terms of, we're talking about in terms of voicing. So from the voices, different voices from the speakers, you're able to translate these voices in signs, but in a simple way that fits even those deaf people who have never gone to school. So that's our major reason why we go there to interpret as legal interpreters, to make sure that the deaf community gets to know what is happening. So make sure You accept the assignment as I've mentioned if you are able to perform the event. See you.